Okay. Yes? Okay. Check, check. Yep. Green dot, check. Alright. Let's just make sure the phone is connected. That way we make sure the chat is working. Oh, there's the notice. And go ahead and wave right now to see if my phone picks that up. See how much of a delay that is? Typical 4 seconds, that's fine. Go ahead and give myself a quick nod. NOD. And it shows up there. Yep, 2 seconds. Not a big deal. All right, all right, all right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and beautiful people of YouTube. I'm Glantra Mage. Welcome to the channel. I hope you are doing fantastic. I hope you're doing good on this Friday Eve, known as Thursday. We're going to do something completely different. Hello, Marty. We're doing the Elder Scrolls Online to see whether or not this can be a thing for Thursdays. I am still working on trying to find a new video editing software for my computer. That way my build videos can look a little bit sharper, a little bit nicer, and all of that jazz. But meanwhile, let's go ahead and do a fresh run, a new start on the Elder Scrolls Online. I've already typed in my password. Now, for those of you who may not know or do know, the Elder Scrolls has been around for pretty much a decade now. It's been 10 years. And I've been playing ever since launch. In fact, I think I even had the collector's edition way back in the beginning, when those who got the collector's edition got the book, got the white Imperial horse, the Imperial race was a thing. Of course, that was also before you had to decide which of the 3 factions you had to join. That was before they decided to make it all open world. Tamriel 1, basically. And I've been playing since then. So. And just like just like any MMO, they have the pop-up for the market and all that other nonsense. Just like 76, where as soon as right before you get your character selection, they shove the fucking shopping thing right in your face. Which is typical for any MMO at this day and age. As you can see, I have quite a few characters. Usually about 20 and above. Especially level 50, which is the max level. And then after that, you can go up champion points to 160 and plus. But we're going to do a new character. A new run. And kind of show off people. Hey, Jennifer. Hello, Marty. I've already said hello, Marty. So, character creation is typical MMO stuff, typical character creation things. You want to pick one of the 3 alliances. My favorite alliance is Daggerfall. That's just my personal favorite. You can pick the Almeri Dominion, which if you've played Skyrim, you know that these guys win. They come back after the 3rd age, and about the 4th age where Skyrim starts, these guys make a comeback. The Elben Heart is like the Skyrim, Morrowind, and the Argonian area. So it depends. These are like your starter zones. Okay. Now the funny thing is, with the new updates, these are just where the main story is going to first take place. Okay, there's a main story like in typical Elder Scrolls. Now there's about 6 different classes. You have the Dragon Knight, which is your tank. The Sorcerer is your DPS. Your Night Song, or Nightblade, is your thief. This is your assassin. This is your sneak build. Um, though the cool thing about this is just your standard 3 archetypes that you'll get to play with, and then you build your whatever build you want to play with within that archetype. So if you think of that, each of these, like the Templars are healer, they're the main tank healer. Though your sorcerer can also be a healer. Any one of these classes can be a healer, mainly through restoration skill line. But the Templar has its own skills, its own skill line that is purely support and heal and boost. This is your support role. The Warden, one of my favorite classes, is your pet ranger. Again, this is another support build. It's another utility build. This class is a lot of fun. A lot of people who do PvP will have either a Dragon Knight, a Templar, or a Rogue. Those are the top 3 classes in PvP. Necromancer is pretty OP, but you're mainly going to be using this to go solo on trials and raids. This guy is a solo play kind of build. This one's a solo play as well, the Warden, as well as the Sork. If you like solo play, if you like PvE, the top 3 archetypes for solo play is Warden, Sorcerer, and Necromancer. The other 3 can be solo play as well, but mainly people use those for PvP. And there's an entire PvP zone known as Cyrodiil. And if you don't like PvP, don't worry about it. You can do any of the 6 builds that you want and just completely ignore PvP. So, what should we get into? What class should we play? What class would you guys like me to build? Do you guys want me to build a Nightblade, a Sork, a Templar, Dragon Knight, Ranger, or Necromancer? The new class requires an update, requires an upgrade. It is available to purchase in the Crown Shop, which again, just like in 76, you can ignore that, and I highly recommend ignoring it and get familiar with the game first. Understand the mechanics. Let's go ahead and you know what, do I want to do a Khajiit? There's about 9 different races, actually 10 different races because the Imperial counts. Now, your race doesn't really matter in this game. Ranged warrior type? Is there? Yes. The ranged, any class can be ranged. Any class. Because the bow in the game, you're not, unlike in most typical MMOs, when you pick like a knight, you're stuck with sword and board. In this game, you're not. Any weapon can be used by any class. You can, if you want to do like a Dragon Knight mage, do it. You want to do destruction staff with restoration staff as a Dragon Knight, do it. You want to do a Necromancer who's all about bow and sword and board, do it. You want a Ranger who's all about two-handed weapons, big axes, do it. Any one of those can do it. You're not bound by the weapon type is added as its own skill line. So whatever powers you want to use within the 6 here, you can go and build however you want. So if you want like a double bow sork, I have a double bow sork. If I go back real quick, here's my sorcerer, my favorite character. She's a sorcerer, level 50. She only uses bows. And she's a mage. You're not bound by your archetype. Here's my thief, my pirate. I love him. But so really there is no ranged warrior. You can do that if you want. You can go there's no better class or race. Your race here, like the Khajiit, they're notorious for pickpocketing and stealth. You want to look at your race when you pick a race as a starting template or a roleplay character. If you want to roleplay in this game, you can do it. There's a ton and ton of roleplay guilds and people who just roleplay in the game. If you want to join them, you can do that. Or if you just like PvE and you just want to headcanon roleplay in yours by yourself, you can do that as well. But you're not stuck with just one weapon type. Your race, like the Breton, my favorite race in the game, my favorite race in the Elder Scrolls, is a defensive mage. They have the highest magic resistance than any of these. You want a good stamina character? You want an orc, or a wood elf, or a red guard, or an imperial. They have the highest staminas. You want destruction. You want a character that's focused on fire. Then you want dark elf. But you don't have to do that. If you want to go dark elf thief, you can. Your race doesn't really matter. It just gives you a starting point and passives for your class. So it depends on which passives you want. Now the Breton, for example, has the highest magic resistance as well as their proficiency already automatically with light armor. It kind of tells you right down here, except my entire head is blocking. Can I move that? There we go. Okay. So now that I got my big head out of the way, each race kind of tells you down here the racial skills that it starts with. Bretons are really good at reflecting magic, arcane. They're really good at magic recovery and light armor. Spell resistance, again, defensive magic. If you want offensive magic, you go high elf. If you want to let the world burn and blow up things, pretty much at level 1, you play a high elf sork. But you don't have to go sork as a high elf. If you want to go dragon knight sork, do it. You want to go Necromancer Sork? Do it. Warden? Any of the 6. And if you happen to have the upgrade, you can go the Arcanist, which is the new magic class, which they're kind of OP at the moment, just like any MMO. The new class tends to be a bit OP. Just to kind of get people inspired and show off what the new class can do. Alright, so let's get serious here. Alright, let's see. Argonian's actually a lot of fun. They give healing bonuses, so again, there's your healer at level 1. They have restoration staff bonuses. They have disease resistance. Consuming potions, they get a bonus to consuming. They're your alchemist. They have bonus on restoration. They're basically great at healing and making poisons. They also have a swim speed faster than anyone else. Duh, because they're one of those kind of lizards that swim like alligators. And they have a decent amount of health, magic, and stamina. Decent amount. The wood elf is your sniper. These guys are born with a bow in their hands. They have the highest archery bonus. They have really good stamina. They're decent on stealth detections, as you can see right down there. And of course they have poison and disease resistance, which is pretty good at the beginning of the game. Of course, by the time you're level 50 and you've built up all your passives and your equipment and all that, you'll be able to resist most poisons and damages coming at you anyways. But this will give you, your race gives you a head start, a kind of first step in that direction that you want to go. So that's why it's good to pay attention to this paragraph down here on kind of where you want your character to go. Again, the Nords are good at two-handers. So if you want a two-handed character, Nord is probably your best choice. If you want that extra passive at the beginning. Durations of drinks. Okay, so your alcohol and your foods. These guys are all about consumption. They have frost resistance. Duh, because of their Nords. And their ultimate, right down there, ultimate regeneration. Ultimate generation. They have the highest of that. Now, if you're playing like a werewolf character, a werewolf Nord, who's cold resistance, can do two-handed weapon attacks, passives and stuff like that, your werewolf is using his claws all the time, which is considered two-handed attacks. So there's your werewolf bonus right there. The Red God. These are perfect for your sword and boards. If you love sword and board, Red Guard is probably right next to Imperials. They have bonus to shields, as you can see right there. Base stamina bonus and recovery on stamina. Movement. Food affects them better and longer, so they like to eat. The ability to flow martial combat is unparalleled. Again, light weapons. They're really handy at light weapons, single-handed weapons. So if you want to go two swords, do it. These guys would be perfect for that. Starting at, your first couple of steps in that direction. Kashyyyk, perfect for stealth, lockpicking, all that kind of stuff. Decent health and magic, stamina. These are your thieves. Alright, I think that's everybody. Yeah. You can do the Imperial. You get bonus drops on coins. You find more coins in chess. So for those of you who've played Fallout 4, this race here, it's like getting what is that? Fortune Finder on Fallout 4. They come with it naturally. They just love finding coins. Um, they also have really good at persuasion. Persuasion. um, in combat, they're pretty good at pretty much everything. Pretty much, it doesn't matter how you play your Imperial, they are good at any class. They're pretty much average everywhere. They're average at everything. So, if you want a good utility based character at the window, you go Imperial. That's your jack of all trades. All right. So let's go. What do I not have? Who do I not have? I have a Wood Elf. I have Imperial. I have 2 Bretons. Correction, 3 Bretons. I like Bretons. Lots of Bretons. Yeah, 3 Bretons. All, yeah, 1, 2, well, yeah. Breton Sorcerer, Breton Warden. All magic based. Gee, I wonder which way I play. That's funny. Let's go female. Let's go. You're thinking ranged warrior, huh? I think you hate magic users. Magic's. You know what? Hang on. Yeah, let's build a hybrid. Let's build a hybrid. Jenny just kind of brought up a cool idea in my head thanks to that comment. Yeah, let's go with hybrid. Let's go. So now that I'm thinking of a hybrid, what kind of hybrid do I want to do? And a hybrid is basically magic and stamina. That's a balance. I could go balanced war. Oh. Yeah, let's do Warden. Or I could do any of them. Let's see, Dragon Knight, Imperial, Sorcerer, Nightblade, Templar, Necromancer. Warden is the one that gets the bear. These guys get the clan fear and so many cool spells. Dragon Knight, a ranged warrior. We can go Templar. Hybrid Templar. With some range. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's call her... Oh, what's her name? Oh, what's her name from Dragon Age? Oh, what's her name? Right there with the scar. Cassandra? Pentagast. Sir Cassandra. You know what? Let's go Sir... Serpentigast. Okay. And let's go ahead and mess with her head a little bit. Alright, let's go. Let's color her hair. Yeah, that's about right. Well, let's go. Cassandra's got short hair. Let's see. Hairstyles. Hairstyles. Right there. Not quite. Okay, we gotta get rid of the earrings. Excuse me. There we go. Short. There we go. Let's get rid of those earrings. Okay. Can we get a scar on the cheek? Yeah, perfect. Nice scar on the cheek. Let's darken that hair a bit. There we go. Excellent. Alright, I think that's good enough. Let's go ahead and create Serpentigast. Yeah, actually, let's... Hang on. Can we do Cassandra? Create. Now, the tutorial section, do we want to go through the tutorial section? Nah. You guys don't. Do you guys want to see the tutorial section? If you've never played E.S.O, I highly recommend going through the tutorial. Unless you guys want me to show you the tutorial. Let me know. Because the tutorial just shows you how to do combat and how to gather stuff. And you get a good amount of junk and lockpicks when you do the tutorial. You'll get a good amount of food, and you'll get a couple of levels out of it when you do it. Or you can skip it once you've already done it, and you just get the levels and some generic stuff. So, no, okay. You don't need to see it? Alright, sounds good. Let's go. Skip. Name already in use. I knew someone else already had it. Alright, fine. Let's go ahead and go Sir. Because she is a knight, technically. Sir Cassandra Pentigast. And Sir does not mean like we use Sir today. Sir back in the medieval time period and Renaissance time period meant title. It was a title of knighthood. So even referring to a girl as Sir was not referring to them as a dude. It was referring to them as a knight. Lady was referring to that of a noble class. But if you were a knight, you were a Sir. Sir was not referred to that of a male. I mean, it is now because it changed in, like, what was it, the 17th, well, about the 17th century when that changed, late 17th century. See, level 2 already. Now, Right about here is when we start our first level. Since we just skipped the tutorial and we're level 2. Yes. Correct. Lady was referred to that of a noble lady. Like someone who belonged to a house. Or a lordship. And yeah, dame. Sir would also be dame, yeah. Alright. So this is when you level up, there's three types of gameplay in this game. There's the balance. There's you'll hear people talk about the meta build, which a meta build, all it is you pick one of these, usually either the magicka or the stamina, and you dump all your points in that. That's a meta build. A balance build is more of like 10 points here and about, yeah, hang on, because it's 30. So all of these would be balanced. These would be like 20, 20, 20, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4. Wherever you put that 4 points would be where your damage is coming from. That's a balanced build. And then hybrid build, which is one of my favorite builds, is you go here and here. You balance the magicka and the stamina. So let's go ahead and put 1 point. As you can see right here, magicka is 19, health is 22,000, stamina is 19. So magicka right now and stamina are equal. Okay, I want to try to keep it that way as I level up. That way I stay a hybrid character. You actually start as a hybrid right at the window, as you can see right here in your stats. Okay, let's commit. This should jump us over to skills. Now this is where the game teaches us about how we've already picked our Templar in the beginning of character creation. Now we have 3 archetype skill lines to play with. As you can see, we have no weapon.
I must finish this.
So restoration, here's our healing. Restoring light. We're going to put our first point, and automatically it's down here. Hello, Alan Bass. How you doing? Doing some E.S.O, Elder Scrolls Online. We got our second point. Now again, in the beginning of the game, you want at least 1 point each of the class archetypes. That way you level up faster and more balanced. Now, we're going to get XP no matter what we do. We're going to be getting XP in all 3 of these. As long as these skills are equipped on your bar, it gets XP. Same thing with Soul Trap.
This is taking longer than I planned.
We're going to put Soul Trap right there. That way it gets XP. We still have an empty slot here for the weapon we pick. Didn't I already do this? Did I miss something? Oh, I'm level 3. Alright, so now, there's our extra point. We have a 1 point here and 1 point here. We're trying to keep both magicka and stamina balanced. Okay, as you can see, we have 1992
There's no end in sight.
And 19638. So once we hit this, it's now the same as our magicka. And we've already moved all our points here. Oh, we still have another point. We really can't do anything right now. That's fine. We'll just save that point for later.
The withered stalk flowers again. It is good to see you, alive and well.
How did I get here?
We found you floating in the water. I'd seen corpses with more life in them, but Captain Colleen dove in and fished you out anyway.
Did I pick Daggerfall? I hope I picked Daggerfall.
The captain of this vessel. She's currently ashore, recruiting for our latest contract. The withered stalk flowers again. It is good to see. You're on the spear. I am...
Oh, please tell me. Okay. I don't remember what alliance we picked. Okay, we picked... Oh, thank God. I like the Daggerfall area. Oh, shush you. It wasn't being mean to you. Now, I could be looting every chest, but as you can see, some chests are allowed, some chests are not. So that's... You can actually get a pretty hefty bounty for stealing. Oh, shush! Just running by you. Ringer. Nice. I hope you have a nice vacation. 2 more days and you go on vacation. Very nice. Alright, let's go ahead and see what we get. Let's go ahead and open this. We're gonna just take all. We have no... Okay, so... Let's talk about armor in this game. So, you see over here, you have 3 and 3 plus your helmet. You have your chest, your belt, your feet, your legs, your hands, and your shoulders. Oh, it's a stay-home vacation? Fantastic. I love those. Those are fantastic. Because then you can just chill, watch some movies. My kids are going to be... I'm going to introduce my kids to Die Hard when they go on winter break. Because after all, Die Hard's the greatest Christmas movie of all time. Or at least according to my opinion, at least. So, your chest is obviously your body. Now, it's telling me that I'm going to bound this. That's fine. Bound armaments and bound weapons, as soon as you equip it, you cannot trade it with anyone with it. So, for example, if I wanted to trade someone this bow, I better not equip it. Okay? But I'm going to equip it. Now that bow is now bound. That's basically all it's saying. Now there's a couple of swords here. Now as soon as I use my bow, it's going to give me the skill. Now food here. Now food is actually important in this game. Because once you come down to your main character sheet, this is your main sheet. Down here, you see, yes, I am an E.S.O member, blah, blah, blah. But, watch this. I'll eat this food. Sorry. Now I go back to my main character. And now, my stats are increased based on the food for almost 2 hours in real time. So all my stats, as you can see, are now 27 instead of 19 like they were earlier. The food I ate was a tri-stat food. You'll hear that term a lot in this game. Tri-stat food means these 3 stats. Simple. Easy peasy. As you can see right there, the game is telling me about weapon skill lines. Because the moment I use this bow, it's going to show up in my skill list. And armors have skill lines. Mostly passives. There's the XP for my skills that are equipped to my front bar. You only get 1 bar for the first, what is it, 10 levels?
What do you mean, even odds?
They better hurry up.
Him! Kill him!
Who's taking bets? What do you mean, even odds?
Alright. Now, on the compass up there, I see a thing right there that is now glowing. Those are sky shards. I want to collect these. Now in the tutorial, you'll find 1 in the tutorial, which is why I have 2. But most areas in the map, like this, and this has 3. The first island you land on will have 3 sky shards. When this game first came out, you landed either on Stros Mackay or one of the other 2 islands. This was the tutorial. This island used to be the tutorial island. This is more like the low level island. Which some people actually have player homes here because they like the island life, or they like the storyline, or they like the events here. All right. I would like to use my bow soon. Now I could go right to the main quest, which is probably the good way to go. You should do the main quest to get off the island. Then after that, you're truly free to go. Though if you've already done this game as much as I have, I could just leave the island. And that's the cool thing about this game, is it's not forcing you to stay on the island until you've maxed it out. Unlike certain other MMOs where it's like, no, you haven't finished all the content, you gotta stay. It's like, oh, you wanna leave? Go, leave, go ahead. You'll notice on the compass right there, there's a house. That's referring to a player house. Wait, is this a player house? Oh, yes it is. This is one of the... Yeah, this is one of the moderate size houses. Medium size. Which I can see why people would like to live here. It's kind of nice. You actually got some decent shops. You got the boat to go travel if you just want to take off and sail to any of the ports on the main island, or main continent, excuse me.
There's always more to do.
But let's go ahead and get the show started. killing livestock is considered a crime. Yep. And the guards in this game are redunculously overpowered on purpose. Because even if you're max level, even if you have all the skills and all the champion points, you're not beating a guard.
Nobody cares at all.
Hello.
I'd give my sword arm for him.
Alright, where's Captain Police? Hang on. Did I miss her?
Woe and ruin.
They definitely added more to the island.
I'm sick of this island, Colleen.
There
I
it
should be
is.
in Betnik, visiting my people.
Think, Lemore. How will we get there without a crew?
There's Captain Clean.
Look at that, Lambor. Our half-drowned friend is up and about. We weren't sure you'd make it.
Oh, so you were the one that saved me.
Really? I just fished you out of the water. Master Kassan got you breathing again. The important thing is you're alive. But if you're feeling grateful, I could use some help.
And what would you like?
A job. Anyone who helps is going to get rich. Right now, I need a fresh face.
And here-
Someone this island's butcher in charge, Headman Bosek, doesn't know and won't stop.
And here-
Basically, you recruit the folks I need, you get a cut of the take. Interested?
And basically, if you just want to just leave, you can. Here's the option right here. But let's go ahead and help.
The three folks I need are crafty Larissa, Jakarn, and Naramo.
You want to
Any
do all
or
three.
all of them would do.
You want all three. Because all three of these guys end up showing up periodically. As the more you play this game, the more the game expands, the more the game opens up. And these three end up showing up in your storyline, especially in the main storyline. So I highly recommend helping all three. Jakarn, he's fun. He's just a flirt. Naramo is your nerd mage, and Larissa is your crafty thief, who's just hot and mysterious, right? So, that's just...
He's a thief, but he's the best there is. He'd be a big help in the heist I have planned. Problem is, he robbed Bosek. Nobody robs Bosek. He's been tossed into the grave under Bosek's palace.
the cave we saw earlier.
Naramo's nice enough for an Altmer if you get past his Dwemer fixation.
Typical
Thing
wizard.
is, the relics he finds in Dwemer ruins sometimes come in very handy. He just might have a device we can use for our heist.
And then Crafter Larissa.
She's an old friend, captain of the Maiden's Breath. She's also a
Pirate.
master of disguise. We can use that. The Sea Drakes use their lighthouse tricks to run her ship aground near Saintsport. Rescue her, and she might join. You won't spot her. She stays well hidden. Your best bet is to look for her monkey, Howler. They're never far apart. Find that monkey, and you'll find Larissa.
Okay. The stories in this game are fantastic. Even in the base game, this game is really good. Now, what we want to do is you want to check your map. Now down here, just like any MMO or any video game in the West, it always gives you the quest marker, but you don't have to follow it. We already know where the thief is, and I already know where Naramo is. Naramo's over here on this curve, facing the Dwemer ruins. Crafter Larissa is at the bottom of the island. So, if I wanted to do this as efficiently for me, I want to go after the thief first, then Naramo, then Crafty Loris. Because it's literally just down this way. The thief is nearby. We already saw the cave where he was.
I'm tired of sitting here, Maloro. We should head to Saintsport.
Why?
This waiting rots my limbs and wearies my mind.
There's scum over there. They just lure ships onto the rocks and strip the wrecks. Hey, watch your
What do
elbows!
you mean, even odds?
It's a crab fight instead of a chicken fight. That's cute. And as you can
Who's
see,
taking bets?
a new quest marker just showed up.
Jakan is innocent.
Here we go.
Edmund Bosek threw my sweet Jakan into the grave.
Yeah, it is technically a Bethesda-style game.
No. The grave is the prison in that cave ahead.
They've been working
Jakan
on
described
an
it as a
MMO.
ghastly place. Traps block the exit, and most criminals roam freely inside. Bosek accused him of stealing a gem, and this orc monster threw him in. Gods know, he's rich. He's a prince from Glenumbra. He promised to whisk me away from my family and make me his princess. But now he's going to die in the grave, while I'm forced to return home. Jakan
He's a
said
player.
the gate in the cave is never locked, because no one ever makes it past the traps.
Okay, so ZeniMax has been working on this game since Oblivion. So, if you think about how old Oblivion is, and they've been working on this MMO since then, they've been working on this before Skyrim was out. And it took them that long before the first release of this game. So they've been working on it for years. In fact, almost 2 decades. 15 years. It took 15 years. Because the technology just wasn't there. But it's not technically... It's not technically a Bethesda game, but it is... Oh, finally. Alright, here we go. So I'm in sneak, boom.
Burn it!
You hold the right button to block. He's now dizzy. I hold. Boom. Knock him down. And now, there's my skill. Hit K. There's my first skill for bow. Boom. That's why you save that third point. Hello, Rob. How you doing? Typical MMO fashion. Dropped her. Thanks to the Arcanist who just came by. That's an Arcanist right there. And their companion. I'm sailing into space. World of Warships. But saw you live. So here's a thumbs up to tickle your stream. Thanks, Rob. I'll go tickle your stream later. Mm-hmm. Kiss, kiss. Yoink. And block and drop. So anytime they pull back like that and you see the little thing, you want to block and then hold the button down to where you got a full swing or a full draw, and it'll drop them every time. They teach you that in the tutorial. Can't talk to those guys. There we go. So what I'm looting right now is crafting materials. Now, if you don't have the E.S.O member, which you don't need, but if you do get it, let me show you. You'll notice that the crafting materials are not in my inventory. You see that? They're not anywhere in my inventory. You get a separate inventory right here called the E.S.O Plus bag, which only is for E.S.O members, and it's where you get to store all your crafting materials. There is a way to balance this out if you're not a member. There is a way. Now you'll see that some of this is like 256, even though we, with this character, we've never gathered these. This is account bound. This bag is my entire account. All my characters have access to this, as long as I'm an E.S.O member. So that's kind of the benefit of being an E.S.O member. But if you're not an E.S.O member, there is a way to balance it out. Your inventory will fill up per character.
What?
I never tell the truth to those unworthy of it.
And here's Jakarn.
Hey, you're not a guard. Get me out of here, please.
An elf by the name of Aaron sent me to find you.
Irian?
Irian.
Altmer girl? Yeah, I promised her a way off this rock. But that won't ever happen if I die in here.
Did you steal the headman from the headman Bosak?
Is that really important right now?
I guess not. Let's go. You coming out?
I owe you for this. Thanks. Now, let's get out of here.
I don't have to explain. Just in time, my glasses
Can you move?
First.
Alright. Looks like we're going back out. Now, sneak actually is useful in this game. Like, I could sneak by this guy if I wasn't detected. If I was playing a Khajiit, I could do it. If I was playing a Wood Elf, I could do it.
Set it ablaze!
I took some damage there.
Feel my limbs.
Things go from bad to worse.
Oh, here we go. Oh, there we go. Knock. Drop him. And drop. Gold and a staff. There's my shocking staff if I want to go that route. You could learn every weapon if you wish for your character. Or you don't have to. You can actually pick what weapons you want to learn for your character and which ones you want to avoid. That way you have more points for those skills instead of trying to learn every skill in the game. There's our next level. You will not have enough points to master every skill. Let's get out of the dungeon before we level up.
We can't go that way.
Why not?
Arians out there. Oh, and
And
guards.
the guards. Oh, and
I
the
saw
guards.
many guards. Look, let's slip out a side exit. That way.
Alright, let's go ahead and hit this. Let's go medium armor. And let's go... Let's go Magicka. Let's go. There's our second one right there. Got another one right there. I like the healing ritual. So let's go ahead and just unequip the soul one. Grab healing ritual, grab that right where that was. Good. Hello, Lost Stranger. How you doing? Now, if you're not an E.S.O member, right? As soon as your bank is full, or as soon as your bag is full, right? You want to go to the bank. You treat your bank as your crafting bag if you're not an E.S.O member. So all your crafting materials that you're gathering, you drop in your bank. Any of these weapons here, you either use them to get the skill, or you go to a blacksmith and get off the materials. You deconstruct them to get crafting materials to put in your bank, your crafting bag, if you're not an E.S.O member, and use your bank as that. That's how you can stay balanced without being an E.S.O member with your inventory.
Thanks for breaking me out back there.
Excuse me.
Listen, while you're in a heroic mood, want to help me get something I left with the goblins?
And what's that?
I figure if you want something kept safe, give it to the goblins. They'll watch it for free. They're too stupid to trade it, and they'll kill anyone who tries to take it.
Won't they kill you for trying to take it?
Here's the thing. You went through a lot of trouble to free me, right? There's no way you'll let me get eaten by goblins. So you, my good friend, will follow me to their mine.
Ah.
Yeah?
So he's using you
This way.
to go kill some goblins. Typical D&D low-level character dungeon. You just finished dailies in 76. Very sweet. I'll have to do that later.
I'll meet you at the door.
Now you see those black Those are side quests, which are different from that. Alright. Oh, shit. Oh, way shrine. Mining tool. Now, you don't need to carry any tools. It's just automatically part of your ability to do. Again, we saw that tell that it gave, and then we blocked. This island really is for beginners. That's a way shrine. You want to be able to get these as soon as you can. Wait a minute. Is this right? Oh, this is a side quest. Oh, okay. Oh, my cave is over there. Okay. World of Warcraft? This isn't World of Warcraft, this is E.S.O. Elder Scrolls Online. My preferred cup of tea when it comes to either one of those two games, to be honest. Trying to heal hurt me. Snipe. Ha! Dead before you can actually do anything. Yoink. It'd probably be free on official server. I have no idea about that. But E.S.O is actually, in my opinion, a little bit better game. And I'm not even talking the graphics. Different art styles. I mean, I tried playing World of Warcraft.
They store everything on the upper level.
They did the whole first 20 levels for free, and you had to mine those crystals to basically get your next month for free. It's just not my cup of tea. Plus the bad experiences I had on that game. Oops. Yeah, I thought so. Come on. And you're gone. Bye-bye.
Try and keep up.
Missed. Wait. What? Isn't this the way I have to go? Yeah. Okay, yeah. Making sure. Okay. Here we go. Drop.
Hope you're not keeping score.
And yes, you can play this first person if you wish. Most people don't. I mean, they might do first person if they're trying to role play with other groups. There is a really nice group of role-playing guilds on here. If you're used to the whole classic RP game. It was better before the expansion Cataclysm, maybe 15 or so years ago. When the new update came out, it ruined the combat. Yeah, I could see that. But if you ever want to try a really good MMO that is kind of medieval fantasy, E.S.O is the way to go. That, or I guess you can try Two Worlds, I guess. It's got some interesting mechanics in that one. Took the gold before you hit the ground.
This is the part where I trust you. I'll kill the goblins in the scaffolding in the next room. You grab the gem. It's in a chest on the floor.
Got it. Let's go. That looks like the Arcanist is already cleaning house. This might be a lot easier than I thought. Thank you. Yeah, there he is up there fighting a goblin. Find another wait. Okay. That's about right.
Over here.
Right in the
I have
water.
a question for you. What were you doing in the mine? And did you see a scummy Breton up there?
What was his name again?
Yakarn. He's a liar and a thief. He stole a gem from headman Bosek. Now, if the gem came back, Bosek might let him live. Can you help me, or not?
Now, this is where, again, he mentioned, this is where I trust you. He meant this. Not just taking the gem, but he meant this event here. If you lie, you help him. If you don't, you help her. And I want to help him.
Now that's just too bad. If you do run into him again, tell him that if we catch him, he's dead.
Never got into it. Probably because I was solo player. Never heard of Two Worlds. But I used to play Rift. E.S.O has a really great solo play. I'm a solo player in this. I'm a huge solo player in this game. If there was ever a game, if there was ever an MMO that was really good for solo play or group content, E.S.O is the way to go. As you can see right there, that player has a companion. I could get a companion. This character does not have any companions. Here are the mounts that I could be using because the mounts are count bound. Allies. So the companions here you have to unlock per character. Okay? It's not like one character can unlock that companion for any other character. Unlike mounts, where once you get a mount, that mount is unlocked for the entire account, for any character you create. These are story-based. These can only be achieved if your character is over there rescuing them, doing an event for them, whatever it may be. That way the character and your character start building a relationship or rivalry depending on which way it goes. And companions, unlike in other games, companions are actually useful in this. I think they borrowed Swordor mechanic
This is the last time he does this to me.
Of companions, where each companion can either be a tank, a healer, or DPS. Do I want to do your quest? Yeah, I guess I could.
I hope you're not here to kill goblins. If you are, we'll have a problem.
And why is that?
My friend is in that camp. Mark. He's lost his mind. The goblins stole Mark's special brew. Expensive stuff. Losing it broke him. He went mad and ran off to join his tribe.
Your friend left to join goblins?
Crazy, isn't it? He's mad as a Bosmer. Won't listen to a word I say. I'll make you a deal. Find Mark. Convince him to come back. I'll trade you some gold, and we'll both walk away happy.
Sounds good to me.
Start by looking for Mark's special brew. If any is left, the smell might make him slightly less crazy. Fermentation, flowers, a number of other things you don't want to know about. Tastes like honey, but kicks like a horse. If he sold it, he'd be rich, but he just drinks it all.
It's mead. If it's made from honey and it ferments, it's mead. Or honey wine, as some people in the South call it. Alright, bring the bracelet to them. Look for his sprue. Meet Yakarn at the inn. Okay, we'll head over to the inn. I think for Thursdays we'll do this character with you guys, and just kind of show you how to play a solo build and a hybrid. And then I'll probably show off some of my other builds, my higher level characters, or mid characters as they are. He's at the inn. It's at the inn.
Can't you see I'm busy?
Now, if I wanted to run faster, I do that.
Doesn't seem like
Hold
I'm getting
shift.
much done here. My time is precious.
He's on the other side.
So hungry. Bastard. If you're looking for that bastard Jakan, he's at the tavern with a Red Guard girl.
he caught Jakan flirting with another woman. So what happened?
I overheard him telling a Red Guard girl he'd whisk her off to Sentinel, that he was a ship captain. She swooned like a fool, like I did. I'd tell the headman where he's hiding if I didn't hate the headman more. I need off this island.
Jakarn's a player. And there he is in the corner. Now, a cool thing about this game is there's player housing, lots of it. And one of the things you can do with player housing, is you can use in-game gold. And this is not the inn that I was thinking it was. Nope, this is not the inn I was thinking it was. But let's go ahead and go to the crown shop real quick. Okay. Yada yada yada, crown shop. So there's houses. Sample houses are basically small. Then you got your classic houses, which are your mediums. And then your notable houses, which are freaking huge. They're insanely huge. If you're a person who just wants to play this game without putting money into the game, right? I would recommend these two, samples and classic. Because you can use in-game currency to easily purchase these houses, especially the sample houses. They are relatively cheap, and you can just use them with in-game currency, not real-world money. And you'll actually find them in locations in the map. So,
glad to see you made it out. Hey now,
They are
the headman
instant
stole it
houses.
first, and you brought it back to me, didn't you? Thanks, good looking.
so as soon as you go up to the door within the game, you can purchase the house. And as soon as you exit the house, because it's an instant, so it's in your computer or in your account.
Yes, yes I do. I know someone on the island who can make us both rich. If you're up for another job, I think it's time you met
That's
her.
his dagger, isn't it? Yeah. Level 5. Let's go ahead and claim that. We got some health rings. Again, we're gonna go over here, go 2. Because we're level 5, we can purchase another attribute. Let's go ahead and go Magicka. And commit. This is where we get our first racial skill. This is what I was talking about with the passive abilities. You get this one for free, right out the window. This is already active before you even get the skill line. This is already happening before you're level 5. Okay. So with the Imperials, I get tough. Imperial Metal increases my stamina. And Red Diamond reduces all cost to all of my abilities by 2%. Now that has 3 ranks. This has 3 ranks. So does this. So these will keep going up every time I get points to spend in my Imperial on my racial abilities. So the next one won't unlock until level 15. Level 15 is also where I get my double bars. I get another bar to flip to down here. Alright. And there's... Yeah, this is not the inn that I was thinking it was. What? Anyways. Alright. Go find Howler.
Bosek's horses live better than we do, curse
Okay. I thought that was a traveling merchant. Oh, excuse me. Oh yeah, there's an amulet we have to... Where's that at? So, back that way. Okay. Behind, okay. Nope, I went the wrong way.
I beg your pardon.
Nope. I already have enough quests on my plate, thanks. And I'm going the wrong way again, god dang it. Okay, that's the castle. So I want to go... Why can I not put a marker there? Okay, here's all the crafting. There it is. Now, if we come over here, we can drop this, finish this side
Keep moving.
quest.
I'm in no mood to chat.
I found this note and a bracelet. I think it was your brother's.
They knew that goblin spawn would put a dagger in our backs. Siraj never could pass up a pretty face. This bracelet was given to my ancestors by King Fahel. Siraj always wore it. Take this and thanks.
You're welcome.
Uptka guide you.
Alright. Now, we head out. I really don't have a mount. I mean, I have mounts. There's a lot of different mounts they added. They added all these deer types. The wolf, camels, the one biped. Cats, you can ride giant cats, and horses. I have to equip one of the horses, but I forgot to equip it. We're gonna head over to get the dwarf wizard, or the wizard that's obsessed with the Dwemer. There he is. And there's another shard. Sky shard. This will give us a skill point now. With every 3 sky shards you find, you get 1 skill point. And there's a ton of them in the game. Every map has at least 2 to 3.
It's right here. A Dwemer ruin.
Now, what I mean by map, I mean regional
Yet I
map.
cannot get inside.
For example, there's 2 to 3 in Glenumbra. There's 2 or 3 in Alkir Desert. There's 2 or 3 in Bankarai. Those are the ones I'm talking about. Dungeons, especially public dungeons, will have 1. And the crystals, as I mentioned, everywhere.
Miraculous. To think that the Dwemer of Old Volenfell settled as far as Stros Mackay. My brother and I have scoured the ruins' exterior for some time now, but we have never been able to get inside. Several reasons. One is that Headman Bosek commissioned me to explore the ruins. A fascinating aspect of Dwemer ruins are the ancient mechanisms to be found inside. Bosek thinks to use them in Port Hundig. I need to get inside to investigate. An excellent suggestion. I believe this automaton can unseal the door if it can be controlled. With the focusing crystals in hand, I can complete this control rod and safely reactivate the automaton.
There we go.
While you recover the crystals, I'll make the proper adjustments to the construct.
There it is.
Some call them dwarves. None can say for sure.
Now let's head out and grab those crystals. Oh no, it's a wolfie, or a coyote. It's a wolf. Okay. No materials. Didn't even get to me. You're done. There's one. Let's run. There's the other one. Oh. I think so. It really is hard to kill a cleric, especially when they can just heal all day. Night night. Silly. Hang on. Okay, let's grab both of those health rings. Now, rings, you can wear 2 rings and 1 amulet. One ring on each hand, plus one around your, an amulet around your neck. Classic D&D. Here's those crystals.
I've reassembled a spider, but I must be able to control it. That reminds me. Did you find the crystals?
Yeah.
Splendid. Now, I just insert them into the rod like so. By the way, let's see here. It works! I knew it would, of course. Into the tunnel you go. Now to get that door open. At long last, the Sark. Come, we'll talk of our next move inside.
So as you can see, he tried to duel me. I didn't want to duel.
As you see, Headman Bosek's trust in my skills was not misplaced. Nor was my faith in your prowess. Will you assist me on another task? Despite the age of these ruins, I suspect the usual defenses are in place. As I am averse to danger, would you explore the ruins to locate any Dwemer generators inside?
Sure, why not?
Oh, I suppose I'm the only one who calls them that. Independently apportioning dynamo core is a mouthful, but the Dwemer built them to last for generations. I say generators to honor their enduring nature.
Got it.
This control rod will keep our new friend.
Looks like we have a Sork. Eat that. Expendable. I'm expendable. And there we go. And I should be done with that. Now we head back over to the wizard.
Excellent work. Besark breathes again. Now for a personal project. How would you like to earn a little more coin?
Sounds good. You got my interest. I'm listening.
As you see, we are not the first to enter Besark. In truth, I accepted Bosek's request to explore these ruins only because they contain something I want. Something I believe others died trying to obtain.
And what is that?
Knowledge is the greatest treasure. The Dwemer guarded their secrets as a king protects his gold. In Besark, the Dwemer hid a set of schematics, mechanical drawings that I greatly desire to possess.
Okay.
An easy task. Those earlier explorers likely retrieved them, only to find themselves sealed inside Besark through some treachery.
Alan. It's improved
Their
a lot.
misfortune is our gain. There may be more constructs waiting.
One of the cool things is there are so many DLCs now for this game. I purchased so many of the DLCs. As you can see, some of them are still lit up because I haven't purchased them. To be honest, to be 100% honest, and I've said this before on another video about E.S.O, the only thing worth spending your money on in this game is the DLCs. That's it. Save your money for anything else, and if you want to spend money on this game, purchase the DLCs. Everything else is just meh. I mean, yeah, the upgrade, these stuff is kind of fun, but you don't need it. Character slots, you really don't need those. Inventory slots. Having a little companion buddy to carry your extra goods, again, it's cute. It's like a little extra bag, and the game treats it like a bag. So I mean, you got a donkey, a pig, a boar, and a rat, and the sizes don't change between these animals. So again, it's one of those things. Don't ever spend money here. Bag space. Don't ever do that, because the game already has merchants that you can use in-game gold to buy your next bag upgrade. Don't ever use real-world money to build up your bag. Don't. Just don't. It's not worth it. Alright, I need to go that way. Guild Wars 2 is another great game. I would say it's very similar to each other, yes. Because, again, if you want to spend real-world money, to be honest, in that crown shop in Guild Wars, you just need to buy the DLCs. Everything else is just fluff and sugar. Icing on the cake, not the cake itself. Oh, again, it's doing the thing.
So, the schematics were here. I doubt they escaped.
Yeah.
These writings could prove crucial to understanding the schematics. My brother should be able to decipher these. Interesting. Continue looking for the schematics. I'll meet up with you shortly.
I raised that creature with my own hands. One of the great lines of the Necromancer in that game. How dare you defeat my baby? There was also the the illusionist, the charmer, where it's like, were you looking at me, you naughty boy? Right? Because you would put an illusion over here and then be back over here. It distracts you, and you're like, were you looking at me? Forgot I'm playing a cleric. I can just heal my way through all those traps. Traps? We don't need no stinking traps. Oh, no, no, no. There you are.
Ah, there you are.
And
I was
here are
just
your
coming
drawings.
to... the schematics are mine at last. Splendid! This places me in your debt. I have an idea how I can repay you.
You can play a necromancer in this. They actually have the necromancer class in the E.S.O now. It's actually a really fun game, really fun class. Though I would not recommend raising up the dead in the middle of the cannon. Again, we're going with the hybrid build. So you see the three, how it forms, kind of like the Zelda triad here. This means the skill can be morphed. So I come over here to morph the ability. So do I want focused aim, which again is stamina, or lethal arrow, poison? Now this is where you have to think about the kind of character you want to go through. Right now they both do about the same damage, except this one has a poison effect and this one just hits harder. And you have further range to snipe. Which I think I'm going to go with more of the sniper perspective and morph it that way. Again, I can morph this now. And again, this is what I'm showing you guys about hybrid builds. I can pick stamina or magicka. A lot of your class skills are going to be one of the two. So if you're going for a hybrid, you can go a little bit of stamina, a little bit of magicka. Because hybrid builds are not about, you know, instant heal and move on to the next target. It's more like they hit to sustain the fight. They're all about surviving the fight and going on to the next trial, going on to the next dungeon and surviving that dungeon. While meta builds are all about one hit and next, one hit, next. They're glass cannons, basically. I think I want to go... Yeah, I think I want to go this route. Biting jabs. Now I'm going to go magicka on this one. So do I want to do a dot, which is damage over time, or reduce my magic damage to cause a long-lasting effect, like slow the opponent down. They're both really good, depending on how you build your character. You have a necromancer on E.S.O? Sweet. So you already know not to raise up the dead in the middle of town. I kind of like... Of course, this one gives me major savagery. They both give you major savagery. A dot or effect? I kind of like the idea of slowing them down. I want to slow them down. That way I can move out of range of them. I like that.
There is a captain in town planning a profit.
Alright, I think we're good there. And as you can see, we've already helped 1 and 2. We're now heading to the third one. Crafty Larissa. Now I'm going to save most of the side quest here for later. Oh, a lot more. Oh, really? You're going to bring your friends? Alright, let's go. Oh, they died. Oh, so sad. Yep. There's that dot. Yeah, that was nice. And he was slowed. Yeah, they do frown on that. What do you mean you raised up my dead uncle, you bastard? Put him back in the ground. gonna catch me, could you? How's things in the lake? Oh, bass. Oh, I see another crystal. You guys want to play? Let's go. Oh shit, I didn't dodge that. Ow, I did not dodge that at all. I have a disguise now. That's actually a good idea. Let's put a disguise on. So one of the cool features that this game has, it allows you to grab this and put it on this hanger here, which is your appearance. And now, they're yellow instead of red. Except there's always going to be that one guy walking around with a lantern. I just saw a monkey running here. Hey, monkey. What you doing?
Oh, you aren't at all what I was expecting. Let's talk. What brings you to this trash pit? Sneak up on you? It's what I do. Howler draws all the attention, I do all the sneaking. Now answer my question. What are you doing here?
Captain Colleen needs your help.
My ship may be a pile of driftwood, but my crew's alive, and Captain Helene has them. I won't leave without them. Help me rescue my crew, and I'll help you with Colleen's heist.
Sounds good.
Didn't expect to get help so quickly. Remind me to thank Colleen when we're done here.
All right, what's the plan?
We're going to disguise my crew as sea drakes. Take these clothes. Look for a portly Breton, a sour Redguard, and a big orc. The drakes are keeping them in the large buildings. Look for hampers with clothes, or kill a sea drake. Remember,
I already have
you
one.
can take clothes from hampers or off-dead sea drakes.
And let's grab that sky shard. That'll be the first one out of the 3 we were selected. So that'll be 1 out of 3, yep. Okay, yellow. Okay. So that's the one with the torch. That's the one we want to avoid. So he's got his back turned. Let's run in. Walk right past you.
Choke and die, sea drake.
Larissa sent me.
I'll
Calm down.
spit on your... I knew she wouldn't leave me to rot. Quick, untie me. These sea drakes give pirates a bad name. Kill every last one of them you see.
All right. As much fun as that would be, I would rather finish this quest. Quickly. Oh shit, 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 shit. Run. Shit. Can I outrun him? Ha!
If you're going to kill me, get it over with.
Larissa set me. Calm down.
Ha! Another of Helene's tricks. Let me go, then chase me down and beat me within an inch of my life. Ouch. Word of advice. Don't let them capture you. If you can't get away, die fighting.
Sounds like a true noble warrior. Just gonna walk right on out. Now the next one should be... Hang on. Shit. Shit. I don't think we're gonna be able to dodge her. Oh, maybe. Maybe we will.
Come, drink up. Forget your troubles.
Oh yeah, we ditched her. Okay. Looks like he's in this building. No guard, no guard, no guard. No guard. Alright.
Elaine may be a murderous witch, but she does have good taste in...
And now I just gained the skill heavy armor. So that lets you know that books can actually be helpful. Even though I'm not going to use heavy armor. I'll probably use medium. Though heavy does help. Let's see. So heavy armor allows you to... Let's see, where is it? Increase physical and spell resistance by 114 for each piece of heavy armor. Right there is pretty much the only thing worth getting in that. Not a guard. Shit.
Please, don't beat me again!
You're okay.
Thank the eight. I thought I'd...
There you go.
Stay away from Helene. She's a monster.
Now that guard might be out there. Like that one right there. He's a two-hander. Alright. Looks like we get to go this way. Oh, we get to... Are we on the boat now? Oh, shit. Alright, let's go. She called for backup. Right in your face. There we go. Let's go ahead and equip that back on.
You're a welcome sight.
I found all
I've rescued
three.
everyone but Crenard. Almost done then. Everyone's out except my first mate, Deragor. They've got him in the belly of Helene's ship. You'll find the keys below deck.
Got it.
I'll be visiting Helene in her cabin to thank her for the hospitality she's extended my crew. Come on up after you release Deragor. Her cabin girl had a key. Poor little Bosmer lass. Barely any meat on her bones. I think Helene was starving her. She's on her way.
Alright. So now we're going on the ship. Oh, he's just gonna... You go, orc. Nope, not getting involved.
I'm not telling you anything, scum!
Actually,
What have you
Larissa sent
done
me.
with yeah? Ha! Captain Larissa never leaves anyone behind. Make sure she's safe.
Okay. Yep. We're just gonna wrap this up.
Wait. You're not my... What have you... Did you poison me?
My Captain. Are you feeling okay?
I'll gut you like a stuck pig. Cut your eyes out. Roast you.
Like you did my crew? Oh, that won't happen again. Oh, she fell down.
What'd you do to her?
That felt good. Me? Did I do that? Her starving little cabin girl may have poisoned her drink. I'll just be going then. I told my crew to gather on the beach. Going to make sure they all made it out. Meet me there and we'll square up.
What'd you do if I gave her an antidote?
I'd feel mildly disappointed, but I leave it up to you. Meet me on the beach once you're done here and we'll settle up. Just watch your boots.
And what
She'll
kind of
start
poison?
vomiting soon.
What kind of poison did you use?
Oh, it's yarn root. A very nasty local poison. Not right away. It starts by dissolving the stomach lining, then goes from there.
That's... Okay. Ouch. You know what? There you go. All right. We'll go talk to Captain Larissa. Or not Larissa. Wait, is she back down here? No. Oh, she's over there.
My crew's safe, and only a little bit tortured. I call that a win.
Captain Helena's dead.
Many a captain who sails these waters will be glad of that news. Now, let's talk favors. I owe you a big one.
Captain Colleen wants to pull a heist.
She's a bit too obsessed with old Faharajad for me, but I like her style. Seeing as I need a new ship, gold will come in handy. I'm in. Can't let what you did for us go unrewarded. See you back in town.
And that...
Hey, you! Hey, you! Yeah, you!
I believe we have one more point. Yep, go ahead. We'll go ahead and put that in Magica. Confirm. He also heals other injured targets for 2420. Or heals anyone who is below 75% health. Yeah,
Hey there.
either way.
Need any help?
Let's go with this one. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful people of YouTube. I hope you enjoyed our first E.S.O Thursday. as we began to do E.S.O every Thursday from this moment forward. And kind of continue on with this build, show you some other builds, and show what this game really has to offer in 2000 as we approach 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all had a good time. I had a great time. And I will see you tomorrow, hopefully, as I play Baldur's Gate 3 around 6:30 Mountain Standard Time or Arizona time tomorrow, Friday. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and you have been magical with Launcher Mage. Have a good one. Bye-bye.